The original inserts have quite a wide slot, and that's to allow for the table to tilt. I very seldom tilt the table, and I would much prefer this to be closer to a zero clearance insert. The replacement inserts used to be a bit more narrow. Occasionally these things will pop out of here, and when they do that, it'll come up and hit the saw blade, and they get chewed up pretty bad. And the only thing keeping them indexed is this little plastic pin. Indexes in this hole and in this slot. These are not terribly expensive, but that's all that's available. So we're going to make a zero clearance insert. After laminating the 1/8 inch Baltic birch, and then sand it to diameter on a circle sanding jig, and sneak up on that diameter until that fits in there nice and snug. That's too thick for the recess on the table, so we'll have to sand that down until it's flush with the top of the table. I put the disc in the recess of the table, tilted the table so I could mark the indexing hole from underneath. And we use that to locate this side. The blade rides a little bit to one side of this slot. I use bamboo skewers for the pins, and you need to lay that out so when you cut the slot in this, the blade is fairly well centered. I use bamboo pins to index into the holes in the slot on the table. You need to cut a slot at right angles to these two pins. You'll need to figure out where that needs to be on your bandsaw. By holding the pins against a piece of wood, you can line that up for the cut. Different size blades will fit in here differently, and you'll have to fine tune that slot accordingly. It's not exactly a zero clearance insert, but it should be a lot better than this wide thing. I've been getting quite a few small pieces that drop down inside here, and occasionally they'll get down with the bottom wheel, ricochet around, and one got underneath the rib belt and the drive pulley, tore up the belt. So that's my justification for this project. These are not difficult to make, but it does take a number of setups, so you might as well make more than one while you're at it. Before I cut the slots, I lightly sanded these, gave them a couple of coats of spray lacquer sanding in between. So now I can put some wax on here and this will be slippery. Haven't watched one of these before? Please check it out. No law against watching a video more than once, and it will help support this channel. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.